Question is, are you fat or what?
Leave me alone.
I said, are you fat?
Get off me, man. Stop it.
You ain't down with us no more. You ain't fat. You ain't fat.
You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
So there you are, Tubby. Like a fucking alarm on a bad day. You baby girl.
Oh my God, again! Within 5 turns apiece! I don't believe the shit! He's gonna prove it. Can he do it? Oh, and that is it.
This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Alright, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that this sounds a little fucked up and funny. Chris, is it time to initiate Emma?
Yeah, let me start her up.
Our new operating system.
Hello, I am Emma, your electronic media manipulation automator. Please state your name to log into your profile.
Good evening, Emma. This is Chris.
Hello, Chris. Welcome back. Would you like me to navigate Internet Explorer to your usual website? TurkishFeedOnWhiteMeat.com?
No. Emma, I've never been there before. Just load the settings so we can start the show.
Very well. Initiating the F.A.T startup sequence now.
Alright, how's that sound?
I think that sounds better. Oh, yeah. I think we're all sexy and fat and ready to go. This is episode 10 of the Freakishly Amazing Transmission, the heaviest show on the internet, and we have somehow just gotten heavier. I'm your host, Sean Murray, joined weekly by studio engineer Chris Bates, tech guru, entertainment man Ben Goliford, and our resident paranormalist, crypto junkie Scott Nightstalker. Why is our show heavier, you may ask? Because tonight we have on Billy the Fridge, rapper, competitive eater, reality show star, and holder of, 500 pounds of loveliness?
I wouldn't call it loveliness, but it's definitely 500 pounds.
Well, I think there's no better home for Billy than here on the F.A.T. And then just a bit after the first commercial, we have the pleasure of talking with Kyle Yount, the mastermind behind Portland's Kaiju-Cast and overall giant monster genius. Guys, Billy, how's it hanging?
You mean my gut?
Is there something hanging under it?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of hanging. There's a big old belly, big old fucking meat stack. I think there's just some Chipotle down there. I'm not sure.
Awesome. So you're from Seattle and everything, you like living up in the Northwest?
Yeah, it's really cool because I like to eat salmon.
Yeah, there's a lot of it around.
I like to eat salmon and drink coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm lying, of course. I don't drink coffee. That's for the fucking birds.
So I want to jump into this by asking you. You know about the Lizard Squad hack, right?
I might.
With they played your song in the background when they hacked the Malaysia airliners.
Oh, and Ebola.com.
Yeah. So I had to ask you as soon as I heard that. Kind of set some alarms off my head. Since your song was associated with that hack, be truthful with us. Has any FBI agents come to talk to you yet?
I might need my lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Is this a trick for me to admit guilt right now?
No, I'm just saying, once you're associated with some kind of a federal hack fucking thing, it's like,
Let's put it this way. I am completely responsible for all the attacks.
Okay.
And if the feds want to come get me, they have to get through my door, and it's got a lock on it.
Game over.
Awesome. So what, when people listening to the show, some of them may not know who you are. One of the first things they'll find on Google is the pro wrestling ring puke. Because you got a quick story behind that.
That was in 2006, I think. I was in Massachusetts, and a couple matches before my match, I was the ring man for somebody who was in a yellow discipline match. And yellow discipline means if you lose, the corner guy pisses, your opponent's corner guy pisses on you. All right? And so as I came to the ring, I was chugging a gallon of water. And to try and sell the fact that I have a lot of urine to really bathe this guy in. And it came down to the fact that my guy lost, so I didn't get a pee. 2 matches later, I jump into my match. I go for this big belly splash.
Okay.
Dude moves, my gut hits the canvas. I jump up, my stomach pushed all the water upward, and it just started spelling. And I'm puking on this guy in the ring, and one comes out, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta make some sort of joke, because, like, who pukes on somebody in a match? I try to say something, and more puke comes out. And I'm like, okay, no, I can make this funny. I go to open my mouth again and make a joke, and more vomit comes out, and I hear someone in the crowd go, get out of the ring! And I'm like, that's probably a good idea. So I knew the ropes were really tight. The bottom rope was super tight. So I threw myself at it to try and push myself out of the ring. And it looked like I was passing out and possibly dying. A lot of people speculated that I had a heart attack or some like medical ailment. But all it was a little too much water.
That's hardcore awesome. Wrestling right there. Mankind ain't got nothing on that.
Now, can I ask you, if your guy 2 matches before had won, would you actually have whipped it out and pissed on the guy? Was it that kind of a show?
Well, the whole gimmick was the guy who was in the other corner was gun shy. The guy who was supposed to pee on the other person, he was gun shy and couldn't pee. So somebody came out with an oozinator. I don't know if you remember the commercials back in the day. There's this little tiny kid getting sprayed with a gun that looks like it's full of semen. and I blew their spot because when the dude was gun shy, I fucking just whipped it out and pissed on the guy that was supposed to piss on the other guy.
Nice.
And that was not supposed to happen, and I kind of blew the spot. But
only in Massachusetts.
I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna kick me out?
Give the people what they want.
I guess it was karma that I puked in the ring afterwards. Did just piss on somebody. That was a pretty eventful show for me. I think if I would have bled, I would have had 4 fluids out.
Wow. Wow. So what was it? Just 7-8 months ago, you probably wrapped up the MTV show that you're on. What was the name of that? It was
Copycat. We did it was a music competition show.
Okay.
Really?
And it was actually like almost like live karaoke. They wanted me to pick a band that I was a big fan of, and of course I picked AWOL Nation.
Yeah.
That was the one that was available for the show. And I was really just there. I'm not a fucking rock singer or anything. I was just there to bring an element of comedy and fun to the show. They wanted Billy the Fridge, and they got Billy the Fridge.
Yeah, good, yeah. I did see that. I saw you singing that song, Sail, I believe it is. Yeah, I saw that episode. That's awesome. So this leads me into my next question. Behind the scenes, especially MTV, I think, of all places, is reality TV is set up and scandalous as it seems?
Oh, absolutely not. It's all real. Just like pro wrestling. It's all real.
I knew it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But, it really just depends on what they're trying to get. Most reality TV, like if you watch, I think I saw a towing reality show one time. My friend was watching it, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? This is completely like garbage fake TV. And he's like, but I watched it. I was like, okay, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if it's fake or not. If you like it, you like it. So
yeah, that's true. Like true TV, it's not reality, it's actuality. Like just recreate things.
They do like the world's dumbest shows, right?
Yeah. They play a constant marathon of it.
They do that like fucking like extreme Vegas towing or what is just all these fucking goofy shows.
Yeah, it's a cash grab. Nobody writes anything anymore because it's too expensive to hire a writer and like film actual scenes and take takes. Yeah. So they just get a bunch of fucking dumbasses to spout off lines. And it's reality, and they get to be terrible actors because nobody's supposed to know they're acting.
Yep.
And welcome to the Backcast.
Yeah.
So Billy, when we go to watch your music videos and stuff, and I know you've got this, being a big guy myself, I'm pushing 400.
Nice.
If I was putting myself out into the public's eye, I would probably catch it just as hardcore as you. You have to have thick skin, right? Because I see a lot of hate from fucking people, right?
Whoa, what do you mean thick skin, dude? We're all fat here. You don't have to single me out.
Well, for all of the videos and shit you got, the comments and stuff, you'll attract your good amount of haters. Have you learned to just completely ignore it?
No, I don't ignore it at all. I embrace it.
Yeah, you love it.
I want to feed off of their anger and hatred. I'd rather have somebody hate me than to have them never heard of me.
That's true, yeah.
If they're talking,
bad publicity is good, or any what's the saying? How's the fucking saying go?
Any publicity
is good.
Suck my dick.
There you go. So, how's Billy's love life? Are you single right now, or what? Married?
I'm definitely not married. I'm not allowed, I think. Once you're married, you can't get married twice, right? Polygamy is illegal in the United States.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't do the math. I got, here's the thing. I am a public figure, somewhat of a rock star, and jack of all trades. I have to maintain an air of availability so the women who listen to my music feel like they have a chance to get with the stud,
That's exactly what I tell my wife.
Like, oh, he's got a ring on it. He's got a ring on it. I can't listen to his music and feel like I feel when I listen to a Justin Timberlake song, who I guess is married, but that's still, the point remains.
So I mean, you're big. You got the hair. You got the donut chain. You got the rap style. You got the concerts, the shows, the publicity. You get the girls. I mean, you got to have girls that come up to you. I mean, you got the groupies.
It sucks because you get either terribly beautiful hot girls that are probably fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Or you get these terribly fucking Gargamel troll-looking broads who are super sweet.
Yeah.
And,
great personalities.
No, not great personalities. That's the problem. They mean well, but they are fucking suck as human beings because they don't, honestly, I'm 500 fucking pounds, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I can't be picky, but I choose to be. And that's because I don't want to fucking be with some milquetoast troll. I would rather chase the crazy fucking hot girl that ruins my life for a month, And that's the problem with me. That's why I'm perpetually single, because I can't settle for fucking, here's the thing. If a girl's got a great personality and it might not look that good, she can work with what she has.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be born beautiful to work with what you fucking have. When you look at somebody's real sensuality and beauty, you rate it on totally different scales than just naturally hot. This is magazine cover hot. That's fucking stupid. Because I know a lot of paraplegics that are fucking sexy as shit. And they don't have legs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a leg guy. So that says a lot. It's just, you can't work for what you got, then you really ain't got shit and should fucking go bark up a different tree. and hot girls will tell you the same thing. There's fucking hot girls will have a bunch of dudes approach them and they're fucking dumb and they're like, hey, they don't really say anything. Like, you want to hang out? They have no substance. And it's these girls that, if you were fucking super hot and have no substance, I'll lay on top of you for 4 or 5 minutes. I don't give a shit. And Googled, you're fucking, you're a trollop. I don't know words. I'm trying to think of a word to discuss without offending these ugly cunt fucking bitches.
We call them goils.
That's definitely goils. Yeah, the goils. I don't want to offend the goils, but maybe if I speak out now, and I put it out on a pedestal that I'm not trying to kiss you on the fucking mouth today, maybe they'll go for some other dude who probably wants to fucking suck face with a goyle. There's a lot of dudes out there like, oh, yeah, I'll come kiss this broad. I don't care if she looked like me with a beard. I'll fucking kiss her. And I'm just not that guy. Like, I have higher standards. I need a twacked out crazy broad that'll steal my fucking car. Or steal a car for me. Like, I'm down for that.
Nah.
That's love.
All right. So, words of wisdom from Billy the Fridge. We've got a weatherman that calls in from time to time, and right now he is embroiled in a deep rivalry with our co-host Scott Night Stalker here. So last week he called in, and Scott Night Stalker cut him off and refused to let him on the show. This week he's calling, and you want to go ahead and cue his call, Chris?
Chubb Stroker here. So, am I good to go now? Or is Night Stalker going to cut me off again?
Hey, Chubbs, long time no talk. How you doing?
Good, I guess. Mild diarrhea, but I'll live. Got really, really mad last week. Nobody cuts off the weatherman. You got that, Scott? You suck the Loch Ness Monster's dick. I've been a weatherman for 20 years now. There's no such thing as aliens or the saucer people, so sorry to tell you. And find a new career. This case is closed shut. The Chicago man has spoken.
So tell us about Mexico. You go with Night Stalker. There's a ladyboy and a fist fight involved. What's the story?
We go to Mexico, and Scott scared of the cartel, so I go, and we get there. We go drinking tequila. I lost a bit, and I can barely walk. And he buys this hooker outside a taco shop, and she looks funny, you know. She kind of too hairy, you know. And I pass out in the hotel, and I shit my pants real good. So bad that I woke up from the smell. And here's Night Stalker, and he's laying on the bed next to this lady boy. And I swear on Al Roker that they were stroking each other off. And I see the lady boy go under the covers, you know. She's going to do the sucky. And I put my glasses on, and I pointed at him, and I said, "Ha, Night Stalker the homo. Night Stalker's a homo." And he flew out the bed, and he whipped a booze bottle at my head. And I was bleeding and rolling around in my own shit. And I remember he was naked, and he still had a boner, and I was covering my head, and it kept poking me in my side when he was bending over to punch me in the head. And the lady boy was in the bed holding the blankets up above her, and she was screaming, "Matalo, matalo, matalo." And that's all I remember, really. The cops took Night Stalker, and he avoids that day real good, but trust me, he's a creep. He's the kind of guy who's going to snap one day. You know, just look at him. He's scary looking. He's going to go jogging at Bush Park and pull a woman into the bushes one of these days, I tell you that. But I got to go, fellas. It's party time. I'll see you next week.
All right then, Chubb. Take it easy. We'll take your call next week. So, Scott, he just called you out for getting sucked off by a homo hooker in Mexico. What do you got to say?
Clearly, the cholesterol is pushing down on a memory part of his brain because we are tagged.
Now, Billy, let me cut in. Billy, this guy Scott talking right now. He's our paranormalist. He's by at least 180 pounds, the skinniest guy on the show.
Oh wow, yeah.
So let me preface. No, he's a strapping 6 foot, 180 pounds. Goes to the gym.
Oh wow, sports. Wow, yeah. Want a flag up in the end.
So what's happening? Chubb is a fucking asshole. We are tag teaming a lady boy. Let's be real. And
so he was right.
Well, I didn't know. I had the mouth, and she was inside of Chubb's, and that's why he shits a lot because he has anal AIDS. That's all there is to talk about.
Anal leakage. Yeah. Okay.
That's Scott, the story. He didn't want him, but shit.
You were at the mouth end, so like you had no idea there was a penis down there. That's a world away.
I was watching the TV.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Not at all.
So we do have conflicting stories here, Scott. Just calm down. Don't get your panties in a bunch. We'll give you a chance to address this with Chubb next week.
The anal leakage claim does kind of tie into both stories, so I'm kind of leaning towards the double team.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Chubb Stroker is an old, he's a frumpled weatherman, a failed weatherman from Chicago, so I don't know. Maybe he's lying, Scott.
What happened to him reporting the news?
He hasn't reported the news
in a while.
Weather. It's been a while.
He was a weatherman, and he was reporting whether or not Scott fucking bricked in a ladyboy's mouth. So
that's news.
Counts.
Yeah. I think we stopped taking the weather or traffic report from Chubb like 3 or 4 episodes ago. We just kind of fuck with him and send him places now. Okay, so having said that real quick, I want you guys all to hold on to your dicks and ball sacks and buttholes, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Kyle Yount from the Kaijukast.
First your ass is backed up, now the toilet's backed up, and if you're not going to have the right attitude about it, fuck it, I'll just shit on you. Hi, Anthony Sullivan here with the pushover plunge. Now check this shit out. We got all this blue shit in here, that's cool, but guess what? I got this pushover plunge, just grab it from the top and give it all you got. And there you have it, clean as a whistle. It doesn't take a fucking genius. You push down and you get 25 times more pressure. The pushover plunge is going to work with any size toilet, any size clog, any size shit. I don't care, it's going down. If you don't do anything, it'll just overflow. And churning the dookie butter doesn't help either. That shit's disgusting. It's time to keep it clean and sanitary, so you never have to touch that shitty water ever again. And it fits in your pocket. Shit anywhere. It's another typical dinner at the Garcia family fiesta. All they did was eat bean burritos, and they clogged that shit up. It's not going anywhere. It's time to use the pushover plunge and get that shit out of there in seconds. Is your toilet backed up and being stubborn just like your girlfriend? Well, no more. Just grab her by the back of the head and...
So I've always been self-conscious of using public restrooms, and I always clog the toilet. But ever since I've been using the pushover plunge, I could bring it with me wherever I need to. I'm gonna need it right now. How many toilets did I break back in my day? Several, but now I have the pushover plunge, so... Who am I kidding? They break anyways. Yes. Pooping's always been a problem for me. Plumbers just can't handle my pipes. But with the pushover plunge, I can poop as hard as I want, and it feels so good.
Get ready to start plunging your shit down the toilet for just $10. But I know what you're thinking. You shit twice as much, so I'll double the value. You'll shit everywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, at your friend's house, in and out house.
Yeah, you're listening to the F.A.T Cast. And no, it ain't a show about fat people fishing.
Okay, welcome back to the Freakishly Amazing Transmission. I'm your host, Sean Murray. Thanks for hanging through that commercial break. We are very pleased to be joined by Kyle Yount, creator of the insanely awesome Kaiju show and Toho expert. Kyle, welcome, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's our pleasure. So you do your Kaiju weekly, I believe it is, and you do Monster Music Mondays. I do listen and stuff. I think it's really cool what you got going on.
Awesome, man. Thanks very much. I love sharing the Godzilla knowledge and stuff that I have here. It's really cool.
Yeah. So one thing I did remember seeing you post before is you had started a Kickstarter campaign to fund the Hail the King, the 60-year anniversary of Godzilla documentary. Is it getting made?
Oh yeah. We were successfully funded in August, and then my photographer and I flew to Tokyo, and we were only there for a few days, but we scheduled some interviews and shot the footage, and it's currently being edited together right now.
Oh, wow. So most of the base footage and everything is done. You're actually editing?
Oh, yeah. All of the footage is done. We basically, we only shot like a little bit of stuff here in my studio, and then everything else was stuff from Japan.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So that's something to really look forward to. How are you going to release that? Are you going to release that on are you going to try to get like a bigger deal, like maybe Netflix or something, or is it going to be like a web-based thing, or...
Well, the first thing to do is we're going to put it on YouTube, because YouTube is a great free platform to just put any videos. People do put movies and documentaries on them, on that service. But we also have a couple of leads on getting it onto other platforms like Hulu and Amazon Prime. I'm not exactly sure if Netflix is going to be interested in carrying it. It kind of depends on the final product and how it turns out. But overall, we'd love to get it on streaming platforms.
Okay, sounds good. So we will keep our viewers up to date on that. Now, one thing I got to ask you is, I see your pictures and stuff. You Google Kaiju Cast or whatever. It's always got you in front of a backdrop of an amazing collection of toys and action figures, and I grow, my 11-year-old self grows twisted and envious when I see this. So if you could give us a ballpark figure, how much money do you think you've put into your Toho figure collection?
Oh, holy crap. That is something I probably should figure out at some point so that I could give it to my insurance company.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you got a house fire, you're probably out like $100,000+.
Yeah, I lost all of my expensive Godzilla figures and the Van Gogh and the original Picasso.
And my virginity.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's priceless.
That's Billy the Fridge for you. The new Legendary film came out. Okay, I was anticipating this film for such a long time. You know, as you know, there was rumors of it that boiled up and got really going like 2012, 2010. You know, and it finally came out. I mean, were you legitimately pleased with the film when you saw it?
The answer to that question is no. I was not legitimately pleased with it. What I had said and went on record as before is that essentially if the movie didn't suck, I would be happy.
Okay, yeah.
And I saw it, and I think if you... we recorded a quick, like, 15-minute podcast of us right before we went into the theater and then right when we came out of the theater. And I think you can hear in our voices that there was something that just wasn't right. It wasn't terrible. It was not an absolute abomination like what I consider to be the worst Godzilla movie made outside of Japan, which was the 1998 movie with
Fuck. Gino. You mean Gino?
Yeah, Gino, yep.
But the music video with Puff Daddy, that's
Yeah.
I mean, that 98 film had such a massive, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, promotional thing. It was in Taco Bell and the toys.
It was off the charts, for sure.
I mean, I still see 98 Godzilla, hand puppets and toys and Goodwill everywhere I go.
Yeah. So, as long as it wasn't as bad as that, in my opinion, I was going to be okay with it. And in the long run, yes, I'm okay with it. Like, Godzilla looks the way he looks. He looks way better than the previous...
How'd you like Pacific Rim?
What's that?
How did you like Pacific Rim?
Actually, I freaking love Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I mean...
It was sick.
It's kind of a consolation prize.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Pacific Rim, basically, I mean, it has its problems.
Yeah.
It's, in the long run, I've watched Pacific Rim at least 3 times since it's come out on video, and the new Godzilla film, I started watching it one time and then just, like...
ran out of the titty crying so much?
Yeah. So the thing that I can tell you right now that I have the biggest problem with the new Godzilla movie is not so much the Godzilla. It's kind of the story about Godzilla being a quote-unquote ancient alpha predator that just appears, with not a whole lot of explanation. And it is the Muto, the bad guys, the opponent.
The ones that were trying to fuck
just was... the two, So I just could not get into those designs, those monsters. I didn't like it at all.
You didn't like the Kaiju romance angle?
No, and just their designs and everything. Dude, I wish it would have been a bigger, like, Gigan, or, however you pronounce his name. How do you pronounce Gigan?
I say Gigan.
Gigan? Yeah, I say Gigan. I don't know. But a monster like that, like a big, beefy, badass space creature or something, another Saurian-based, monster for Godzilla to actually fight.
Or, like, if they could get the rights to Reptar.
So Godzilla versus Reptar.
I'm saying it could work.
You could just cut out the middleman and go for Mecha Reptar.
Was there such a thing ever?
No, I'm just saying you could make it up. You wouldn't have to deal with, like, the rights. You could just say Mecha Reptar and have Godzilla fight that.
There you go. So what is your one single favorite Godzilla film of all time?
It changes quite a bit, actually. Sometimes it's Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. And
that's a cool one, yeah.
But at the moment, I think the movie called Monster Zero is pretty much just hands down. It's got everything that I love in a Godzilla movie.
Okay. See, when I was growing up, the VHS tapes that I happened to stumble upon in succession from like age 4 to like age 15 when the internet became invented and I found out that there was all these brand new ones, was all basically the shittiest Godzilla movies that there were. I started with Godzilla's Revenge, and then I went to Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster, and then, which is still my favorite to this day, which is the original Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. I don't know why. I can't tell you why that film is my favorite, but it holds a certain spot in my heart. I just watched it like 4 days ago.
It's a great film.
Yeah, it's the soundtrack too was very powerful.
And very different too. It's not your typical Godzilla soundtrack.
Yeah, I think it tickled some kind of funny spot in me. But so, anyways, the last thing I wanted to ask you real quick, Kyle, is you're a and Ben here has been as well. What? Ben has been as well. But anyways, taking a trip to Japan. Do you have any tips for traveling to Japan?
Oh man, I could probably do an entire episode about tips for traveling to Japan.
Is it as crazy as it seems?
It is a ton of fun, and what I would say is, you're, as someone who lives, I'm assuming all of your listeners are in the States.
Yeah.
If you're heading far, to the Far East, which you'd be heading west, you're going to have this crazy jet lag, right? So you're going to wake up at like 4 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Unless you already wake up at 4 in the morning, and then you're going to have a really tough time sleeping. But you wake up super early, so that the cool thing about that is you can get up and you can just go do stuff as long as things are open. So you can explore and then start going to shops when they start opening and get some food. What I would say isn't like essential to going over there is having, especially if you have a smartphone, is having a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot.
Okay.
So you can turn off your phone so you don't get dinged with international roaming stuff, and then you can use this mobile Wi-Fi hotspot to actually connect to the internet, and then basically, use Google Maps to get anywhere you want.
Okay.
That's
I have a question about Japan.
Yeah.
How much do those panties cost in the vending machines?
Is there really crazy shit like that over there?
Yeah,
they're everywhere, man.
Yeah, so basically there's a section of each section of Tokyo is like a little district, and so you're going to find weird stuff in different districts, and they've got all sorts of crazy things in vending machines. Wow. And I'm just going to throw out a guess that those are probably about $10.
It's not bad. That's a fair price.
So with the conversion rate, like if I was to go into a store and like order the biggest beer that they have, because I'm a beer drinker.
Okay.
And say in the United States here we have the luxury of buying a 40-ounce bottle of beer. Mm-hmm. Do they sell those in Japan, and what would it cost us in the converted rate?
Oh man, I don't know if I would say they have 40 ounces. They definitely have like 40 ounce and larger sake bottles they can get in the grocery stores. But as far as like vending machines go, I think the biggest I've seen have been like Tall Boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how many times have you been to Japan real quick?
If you're talking about my adult life, I've been 3 times now.
There was other travels?
I actually lived there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was in 8th grade, my my family moved out there. My dad worked for this company called IBM. You may have heard of it.
Oh, okay.
And they shipped us over there so that he could be part of their international program.
They had international IBM?
Yeah, International Business Machines.
Oh, I thought you said irritable bowel movement.
Yeah, that too. That can
totally confused.
Be the wrong thing there.
Is that where you found Godzilla in 8th grade?
That actually is. While I was living there, I was flipping through the channels and I saw Godzilla 1985 on TV.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would have been the same time, huh?
Yeah. It was literally the first Godzilla movie I had ever seen.
Oh, okay. Well, very cool. Kyle, you guys listening to this, you can catch... Now, when do you drop each of your brand new episodes of the Kaijukast?
We're bi-monthly, so that for our schedule, that means there's an episode in the first half. So I actually got to get cracking on our first half of the month episode, and then the second half of the month we have our Kaiju discussion, which is where we watch the movie and then review it.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember seeing that. So very good. I can't thank you enough for coming on the show, Kyle. It was a true pleasure, and I'm a listener and a fan of yours. And anybody listening to the show right now, go find Kyle Yount or the Kaijucast on Facebook, and they're Kaijucast.com, I believe, and you can listen to Monster Music Mondays and all kinds of stuff with them, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you, Kyle.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. I appreciate it.
Sounds good.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, Vince here, and I've got ShamWow. Check this shit out. You ring it out, and it makes a mess. Zorbies does nothing. Look at that, nothing. ShamWow does everything. Menstrual blood, cars, boats, bigger cars, bowls of water. Why not? You see, the water's going down, it's going in the cloth, and there you have it. Not a drip, unless you squeeze it. Throw it in the washer when you're done. It's made by the Nazis. Oh God. Cut it, step on it, put your plates on it, clean your dogs with it. See, look at my arm is very wet. And now it's not. Put your clothes in it. Why not? Look at this caca water. It's ruining the rug and it smells horrible. Very horrible. Look at that. There's the damage right there. You don't want that. So guess what? Take the ShamWow, put it on there nice and lightly, flip it around. There you go. Roll it up. And there you have 50% of the feces right there. How do you get the rest? Punch it. And there you go. There's the rest. And you're just saving yourself all the time. And there you go. There's the rest. Look at that. It's clean. Still smells though. You'll be saying wow like all the time. I love ShamWow.
I love sham chowder. It's delicious. Let me tell you something about this here, what the fuck is this called? Shampoo?
We love ShamWow. Woo! That's right. Why use this stuff? You know it sucks. Cum stains, plates, mirrors, everything. This stuff sucks, and this sucks ass too. Why use it? Get 4 ShamWows for $19.95.
Do you feel yourself getting hard? That is because you are tuned into the F.A.T.
Where the hell are you from anyway, Private? Sir, Texas, sir! Holy dog shit! Texas, only steers and queers come from Texas, Private Cowboy. And you don't much look like a steer to me, so that kind of narrows it down. Do you suck dicks? Sir, no, sir! Are you a Peter Pepper? Sir, no, sir! I'll bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around. I'll be watching you.
All right, welcome back to the Freakishly Amazing Transmission, episode 10. Thank you for hanging through that commercial break. We want to thank Kyle Yount from the Kaijucast for coming on, dropping some very cool knowledge and opinions. So I think it is time now to take us into, and keep in mind we're still joined by Seattle's finest, Seattle's heaviest, the champ, Billy the Fridge. It is time now to bring us into the round table segment. I'm going to slide the table around, and it's going to land first on our tech, weed, beer, entertainment guy, Ben Goliford. Take it away.
I am the guy. What's up, guys? As
you guys have epilepsy?
If you guys know, to some of our listeners, we're recording this on February the 11th, so in honor of that, I'm drinking Steel Reserve. I hope some of you are as well.
You did not.
I did too. $5 for a 6-pack of Tall Boys.
Nice.
Enough to get you drunk.
You must be having financial trouble.
I'm enjoying myself. Well, nonetheless here, I know you guys are talking with Kyle from Kaijucast about Japan's weird vending machines. Did you guys know that Seattle has just now brought in the first weed vending machine?
That motherfucker's gonna throw it in the back of a truck and tow it away.
Right? These things are pretty sweet, though, if you see them. The entire face of it is a giant LCD touchscreen for you. It's a menu, and it's interactive. They have games, apparently. I haven't seen these things myself just yet.
They have games?
There's games and shit.
What do you win weed? Is it like a fucking one of those claw machines that drops down and picks up a bowl? I don't get it.
Oh,
yeah, claw. Claw goes right into a bag of a pound of weed.
There you go. So you do the claw machine,
and it's a really weak claw.
Darn it! You spend a bunch of money, you don't get nothing.
The real game is getting high and trying not to get pulled over when you drive home.
There you go. Isn't that terrifying to drive when you're completely fucking stoned? You get paranoid.
Paranoia is the worst side effect, even worse than the being terribly hungry all the time. That's why I don't smoke weed, because of the hungry thing. I don't mind. Paranoid's worse, but like I don't want to eat all the fucking food that I would have eaten anyways quicker. You know what I'm saying? Trying to space that out.
Come on, you gotta be more efficient. Gotta live, man. Live it up. Well, these machines are crazy. You know, they have the games on them. They're really high tech. They can verify your age, verify your eligibility if it's a medical deal.
Or do they scan your driver's license?
They scan your ID. Yeah,
thanks, Obama and the Jesuits. Now you're getting tracked everywhere you go.
Pretty much.
This is federal level. This is state level. This is Patty Murray on that ass.
Fuck that bitch. Anyways,
Patty Murray.
My last name is Murray.
Marijuana sales in states where it's legal, they're all cash only, but this machine accepts cash and Bitcoin. Who the fuck's got a Bitcoin?
Dude, why won't they fucking just go to... Dude, I have a food vending machine at my work in the break room that takes a fucking debit card. Wouldn't you want to do it as a debit card fucking feed? Because if you were to roll up to a fucking big old weed machine and just fucking unplug it and throw it in the back of a fucking pickup truck and take off, you get all the weed and then all the money.
And all the Bitcoin.
And all the Bitcoin.
Yeah, get those
That's
Bitcoins.
not how it works.
Well, marijuana sales in the states where it's legal, electronic transactions are, I don't know, they don't accept them because banks don't want to fuck with the money because they're afraid that the feds will come and fucking jack them.
They're federally insured. They can't deal with.
Oh yeah. State by state.
FDIC, baby, they lose their FDIC.
Yep, that's right. Gotta watch out for the man. So that shit's crazy. Now Seattle here is apparently only brought this into a couple places, and they're strictly medical. So they're constantly watched. I don't really know, like, you go to a medical shop, don't you want to go look and touch and feel and see and smell the product before you purchase it? Where the machine, you don't really get to do that, but it's a cool gimmick, I guess.
Gimmick is the key word.
Convenient.
Hey, Ben.
Weed.
It's the future.
Hey, Ben. If you were to take a big old nug, like a half-ounce nug, and like slide it up your butt, would you be able to anally ingest THC? Just a question.
Would you then be the vending machine?
You would be dispensing marijuana out your ace hole.
Your man vagine.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
I imagine the oils would seep into your anal area. There's only like one layer of skin in the anus to where the blood and stuff goes, so the oils would definitely affect you. You'd probably get a rash or something before you really get fucked up. So,
prove it.
Itchy ash inside of your anus.
We might need to call a Fatcast marijuana experiment here.
No,
but
it's because
I don't want to be the subject here.
It's because
I'll be the control.
Ben, you're supposed to jack off with THC butter, and you never did. That we know of.
You're the worst.
THC butter's hard to come by, man. I ate all the butter. There wasn't enough left over after.
Well, just smash a fucking pot brownie into your dick.
Yeah,
just fucking cake.
Yeah, make it into like a milkshake and try to stuff it down the end of your cock, and then rub the rest of it into your butt. No, the reason I know the anal, that like Billy just said, there's like a lining of skin. That's it. I saw a show where some lady was helping her like crippled alcoholic husband, who was like supposed to be in like rehab or something for alcohol, like intense. She was like putting vodka in his ass, and he like overdosed on vodka and had to go to the emergency room.
It's a straight line to your bloodstream.
I also heard about fucking people now these days is big in like Finland. They're taking shots of vodka in their eyes. Did you guys hear about that?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Fucking dumb. Okay, Ben, carry on.
Anyways, so a lot of us watched the Super Bowl recently in the last couple of weeks. Very disappointing end to the Seahawks, but nonetheless, a big attraction for most are seeing the commercials and halftime, events. What I took away from the halftime events are some of the some cool new movies coming out here. You guys saw trailers for, if you're paying attention to, the next Terminator movie.
Yeah.
Which has your man Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a prequel of sorts to the original Terminator. Strange,
but how did he get so old though? Because they're trying to play it off for like he's still supposed to be the same, and he goes back in time to kill his original self from the 80s. That appears to that was the Terminator from the original Terminator. In this movie, he goes back to kill it because he's supposed to be another one, but all of a sudden he's just really old.
Isn't it a time travel based film? Like,
oh yeah, it's another one that's super complicated.
Oh yeah, they murk it up a bit.
Aren't you just supposed to accept the fact that it's fucking box office?
Yeah,
it's just
the fact that Arnold's like 150 years old.
Yeah, just milking the fucking cow, just milking it dry right there at the franchise. The setting is supposedly where Arnold's character is a Terminator, and he acts as a father figure to Sarah Connor in her younger days before the first Terminator movie.
Oh my god!
Have you guys heard this? And she is the protector. He's the protector of her, and there's another like T-1000 like character, Liquid Metal, that they're battling, among other advanced ones from other eras and times.
How far back do they have to go? Okay, because now they're back at Sarah Connor's childhood. Why don't they just fucking go back to the 50s and fucking, have a battle in fucking Baltimore, on this...
They just need to go where Sarah Connors was about to be born, pull the fucking dick out of the vajayjay, spray it down the fucking mom's throat, and call it a day. Look, if she's not here, then we gotta fucking worry about her and her stupid fuck kid or whatever.
There you go. See, it would be so easy.
Genius.
It would be so easy just to send like a bot back in time, just real quick, like sniper shot, like kill the man who would originally impregnate.
Kill the sword.
That would make for a shitty movie, though, wouldn't it?
If he was a real hero, he'd go back in time, he'd whip the fucking dick out of the pussy, and just take the fucking cum shot himself.
And just ingest it.
Dive in front of it.
Like Terminator, analyzing semen sequence, DNA.
I will eat it all.
Give me your cum.
Tastes so salty.
Suck it down.
Adjust your diet.
So, among other trailers which revealed during Super Bowl commercials, Furious 7, the next Fast and the Furious franchise edition.
Poor Paul Walker.
Poor Paul Walker dying in the middle of the filming of this movie. How did they ever complete it?
Huh?
How'd they ever complete it? CGI.
Yeah, they're like using Paul Walker's brother as a stunt double and CGIing his face, I guess. But
Which sucks, they didn't Vin Diesel actually has a twin brother. If he would have been the one that died, they wouldn't have to use CGI.
There you go. The world would have been a better place.
Really inconvenient death.
Yeah, basically.
Paul Walker, CGI, and a fucking bunch of stunt doubles and his cousin. Probably a shitty movie anyway, but whatever. Money grab. Another movie
because the rest of them were so good.
Yeah, they're really compromising the integrity of the Fast and the Furious franchise.
It's done. It's over.
Try this character out. Bring Bow Wow back.
In 50 years, they're gonna study this in high school. Okay.
Anyhow. Another movie, Jurassic World, dropping Jaws, if you will. Chris Pratt, he's the Dino Whisperer.
A Washingtonian, by the way.
Washington native, yeah.
He's like my neighbor, I guess.
Sure, pretty much, yeah, right? He is a raptor whisperer in this. He controls a pack of raptors.
Oh, God.
That's cool.
Which was revealed in the trailer. They're hunting dinosaurs.
I was wondering why in the trailer a bunch of them fucking ran, around him to go somewhere.
He's a whisperer.
So, did you guys hear about today's Powerball jackpot drawing tonight?
In which state?
Isn't it a national deal, dude?
Powerball. Because the Oregon lottery is up to like 480 million or something.
Yeah,
it's a record.
It's the same deal. It's the same one. It's all network. Up to close to 500 mil. I dropped $10 at 7-Eleven on a fucking ticket.
No, I'm sure you'll win.
Found our penis.
I will, dude. And you You guys won't hear from me for
Hey,
a while.
can I break it down? Like, I'm not supposed to talk about this, but I'm in the Illuminati, dude. Every time you pay into that fucking lottery, we just split it up. Like, nobody really wins. It's all a joke. Like, we just sit back and laugh. And like, you're $10, I'm probably gonna get like 0.4 cents of that. So it's just, I figure, don't tell anybody I told you that.
Basically the way it goes, though. Billy, what are you going to do with all your money?
My 0.4 cents?
Well, 0.4 cents times what? Like 20 million buys?
It's probably more than that. There's a lot of fucking stupid people in this world. No
like Ben.
No offense, Ben. No.
Nice.
I'm just gonna spend it all on a buffet.
There you go.
It's all about the dream and hope. It's exhilarating, especially when you're late in life. It's like,
I know old people love that shit.
Yeah.
Old people gamble their fucking life away, and if they're not fucking at the bar or fucking bowling alley or something, gambling all their money away, they watch QVC and lose all their fucking retirement checks every week.
You spend your entire life saving up, so when you retire, you have a nest egg. But then you retire and you realize you wasted your whole life saving fucking money. It's stupid. That's why I am broke as fuck. Every time I get money, I waste it. Because one thing, I'm fucking probably not going to live that long. I live a shit lifestyle. I'm a son of a bitch. Like I'll probably get shot. I'm fat. I'm a rapper. Wrestlers die young. Like I'm doing everything that ensures I'm going to die young. So, I don't want to die with money in my pocket. I'd rather die with food in my belly.
There you go.
Amen, brother.
It's a good way to look at it.
Slow applause.
Clap. I've earned this.
I love it. Okay, Ben. Any other movies or anything, or what?
Well, that pretty much wraps up my segment today.
Hey, Ben. How upset were you with that final play at the Super Bowl?
It was upsetting.
Well, it was a great game, right? The final play
for the Seahawks
wasn't it oh fuck,
Tom Brady on his knees? Yeah.
No, was it Bennett who fucking ran off sides to seal the deal when they had like a glimmer of hope left after the fucking interception?
Yeah, when he jumped off sides when they were trying to take the kneel, started a fight.
Man, the fight was cool though. Like I was like, all right, we can lose as long as we scrap.
Right?
It fucking sucked. Like in any other world, that Super Bowl was ours. Like the fate was on our side with that earlier interception. Like everything was going our way.
Exactly.
And the 2 weeks before, we just shut down Green Bay, so like we knew it was in the bag. We knew we were going to be champions again. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, psych. Whoop.
Right at the last second.
No, wait. Why doesn't Lynch have the ball? Hold on. Where's Lynch at? Lynch, why's the ball not in your hand?
Eating Skittles.
Well, hey, I read a bunch of conspiracy theories that are brewing out of the NFL locker rooms about that.
I hope somebody got paid big time for that one.
Oh, yeah, sure someone did.
There's like a big NFL-based conspiracy saying that they did that play because they wanted the important person of the Super Bowl to be Russell Wilson and not Marshawn Lynch, because the NFL doesn't like Marshawn Lynch.
Ah, nice.
Because he's a gangster, he makes them mad. They have to find him constantly. They don't want him winning a Super Bowl, and so there's a lot of conspiracy theories brewing. And I guess there's some substance to it that says the coach was told, to try to make it to where it was a quarterback. Based, pass
play. All right, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little more Illuminati secret here. There's something called the blood atonement. And when you get accepted into the upper echelon, you have to make a huge sacrifice. Usually it's like letting a family member die. Something less important than a Super Bowl victory. So our boy Russell Wilson's getting re-signed, and he knows that he's going to get the big bucks. He had to throw away his second Super Bowl victory. That was his blood atonement to get in the Illuminati. It's no big deal. Just don't buy into this stuff.
And it's probably true because I just heard that Russell Wilson is set to sign a contract that is going to make him the highest paid NFL player of all time.
I'm saying they had to know. They had to know that they had him under their thumb. They had to know.
So there's
I'm
a
gonna
lot
get
of.
kicked out of the Illuminati for this.
Or the FBI. They're going to come back.
Fuck the FBI. They don't want it with me. I got Lizard Squad behind me. They don't want it with me. I'll put porn up as their backdrop on their computer. They're gonna walk in. There's gonna be two dudes sucking each other on their fucking desktop, and they won't be able to take it off for like 4 minutes.
All right, Ben. Does that wrap your segment up?
Yes. Once again. Yes.
Okay. Wanted to make sure. Now we're going to spin the table around. Cryptozoologist, paranormalist Scott Night Stalker. Let us have it.
How's it going, guys?
Good. We've been here.
Yeah.
Satisfactory.
Anyways, I was going to talk about the Fermi paradox today, but since we have Billy on, I really want to see if he's had any paranormal experiences in his life outside of fucking really gross women. Have you ever seen UFO or ghost or Sasquatch or something like that?
I had a haunted house. My apartment was haunted when I was younger, and we had to have a seance to get rid of the ghosts. There was two of them.
Look that up. You just looked that up on the yellow pages?
No. Friend of my father was a Wiccan, so we brought in I would say a witch to conduct the service. And unfortunately, I just moved into this apartment, and I was 15 at the time, so I didn't really give a shit about anything. I was a fucking teenager, and my buddy who lived there before in the same apartment, his mom and grandmother died like a month before we moved in, and it was kind of like I didn't realize it until after I moved in. I was like, oh damn, that sucks. But the ghost kept turning up the heat in the house to like 90 degrees, and it turns out while I think his mom was dying of cancer, she'd get really cold and turn the heat up really high. So it just kind of pointed all towards it being his mom or grandmother. And the cupboards would shoot open all the time. The doors would swing open. The big thing was my dad was doing the dishes, and he reached down into the sink to pull a spoon out, and the garbage disposal just turned on randomly, and he almost lost his fucking fingers. And at that point, he was like, "Okay, it's it. We're calling the Wiccan, and or the witch, or whatever you want to call him. I don't know. I was a fucking teenager, so it might have just been some broad from I don't know. My dad was banging. I don't know. She brought her in. We did the seance. We politely, told the ghosts that their family had moved on and they had moved on. We told them that they were dead, in case they didn't know, and that a new family was living here, and it was time for them to ascend into the upper realm, and everything stopped after that. So,
oh, nice.
That sounds like the plot out of a Goosebumps series.
I'm sorry, I lived it. Just because I lived on real shit doesn't mean it's not real.
Chris, you lived in that haunted house over there by the pond back in the day.
Yeah.
What'd you see?
I didn't have anything that cool happen. I mean, I kind of saw a shadow or whatever run past my door. It could have been the girl that got loose from under my bed. I don't know.
Were you on meth at the time?
No, that was when I was 13. I didn't start meth till I was 14.
Yeah, crystal meth. Shadow monsters happen after like 3 or 4 days of doing meth.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like you might have been having some sort of hallucination.
Could have been. Probably all the dried semen on my sock under my bed.
I could do it.
Hallucinate.
That could do it.
His releasing odor that got you high and made you see ghosts.
Dick cheese, yeah, messing with your brain. Brain cells dying out because all the stank from your fucking scrotum, smegma and shit.
You ate the mushroom that was growing under your balls.
Yeah. Never eat the scrot mushroom.
all the cum you jacked off onto your carpet was growing mushrooms and black mold.
You got really hungry, so you just wringed out your fucking F.A.T sock into a fucking bowl of Cheerios.
That's why you saw a ghost run in front of your door.
That'll do it. It wasn't even a ghost. It was the F.A.T sock had so much DNA in it that it was running around the room. So many crying generations that were never birthed embodied the sock and just created a fucking monster.
See, if you guys have questions about science, you call us here at the Fatcast, and me and Billy the Fridge will answer your scientific questions with truth.
Yeah, I learned everything I know from Bill Nye. I watched a lot of that shit. Fuck Beekman's World, West Coast.
Oh, you remember Beekman's World? I remember that. It's a crazy-ass Canadian show. The fucking pedophile with the penguin suit on.
Womp, 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 womp. No Bill Nye. He's not Bill Nye. Bill Nye owns his fucking ass. West Coast. Seattle, Washington, represent.
All right, well, thanks for your story, Billy. We're going to move on to shitty advice, and Billy will let you know how this works. We have a listener write in some advice that they're trying to get from us, and we're going to give them the best answer we come up with, all right? So this was asked by Citizen Shogun. Fucking homo. My wife won't have sex with me because she feels fat. I'm to the point where I'm pretty sure the city will have to come out and put a red tag around my penis because it's reaching dangerously high pressure levels. What should I do? So I'll ask Ben first because it's Ben.
Well, I think you better release some of them pressure levels quick, man. You might require some self-intervention down the pipes.
Is this guy really asking this question?
The only reason his wife won't have sex with him is because she feels that she's fat?
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, just tell her she's fucking saying, yeah, you are fat. Guilt her into it. Sure, her whole ego is this fucking asshole out before he fights. Just punk her out. Be like, yeah, you are fat, you stupid bitch. And then she'll be like, oh, that's so mean to me. That's how women operate, man. Once you break her fucking down, she'll be your slave, and you can put one in her fucking ear for all I care.
Either that, or you just fuck a girl that's way fatter than she is.
Yeah, cheat on her with a real fat bitch, like a me-looking broad, and then she's like, God, you had sex with her over me, and if she doesn't break up, she'll never think that she's too fat.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, start a video blog of all the fat bitches that you could be fucking instead of her, and let her watch all of them.
Have her catch you.
And that also releases.
She walks in the room, you're just busting one out to just a bill. And she's like, what are you doing?
There you go.
Find this attractive, okay? She'll love you, make you dinner.
Oh man,
Sean, do you have any input?
So he's saying that the girl won't have sex with him because she feels that she's too fat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girls don't look at me.
Dude, like I'm sure we can all roundly agree on the fact that's pretty much fucking just retarded. Like, just fuck her then. Like, you know, a pussy's a pussy. Women are essentially just walking living organisms, you know, with a hole. So, like, if you're with one who is, you know, says she's too fat, just lay her down on the bed and fuck her and make her feel good about it.
Let's not generalize women like this, okay? They're not just holes. Like, I could bore a hole in a watermelon and fuck that, but that doesn't mean it's gonna cook me dinner. There's a lot more.
That's a great point.
Hole.
That's true.
I guess I could eat the watermelon. So
yeah, okay.
Maybe the women aren't that important. I didn't think that far ahead of my point.
No, Billy brought up a good point. Yeah, it's like you can't make them feel completely worthless, like they're just sex tools. But you know, I mean, if it's a girl who worries about her weight, then she's obviously not going to go and try to fuck somebody else, right?
Well, the underlying thing here is that she's using that as an excuse not to have sex with him.
Oh yeah, there you go.
If his dick was doing it right, she'd be like, "Oh fuck, just fuck my fat ass." but it's obviously there's a little problem there. What you can do is get her a fucking dildo, all right? Yeah. And then let her use that for a while because she's not worried about the dildo thinking she's fat. She'll fuck herself with a dildo, then take the batteries away.
Oh,
can't do shit but fucking suck that dick.
Oh, I love it.
That was a good one.
It's a great strategy. Yeah, I go with Billy's idea. That's the best one.
There you go, Citizen Shogun. Special guy. All right.
Friend. Good friend.
Bust a nut.
Okay, Billy, this is the part where the skinniest member and listeners will ask you guys, the big and beautiful bunch, a question about your lives, and you answer it to the best of your ability, all right?
This is me off. Go ahead.
This question asks, what was the worst shit you have ever taken in a public bathroom?
Well, it didn't start in the bathroom. I was in a drive-in movie theater, and I must have eaten some bad popcorn or something, because halfway through Mr. Deeds, which was a shit movie itself, it might have just been the movie that knocked my stomach out of whack. I'm in my fucking car, and I'm like, oh, I got the gurgles. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'm jumping through the gravel pits they have at the damn drive-in theater, and I'm tripping over fucking those car the wires that you have to plug into your car to listen to.
Like posts, yeah.
I'm getting stuck on posts and tripping over. It's like I'm on an episode of American Gladiators. It's like a damn shit. Finally get about 10 steps away from the bathroom and shark. Fuck my life. So I'm clenching my butt together and I'm doing the penguin walk, where you use the waddle so you can't let anything come out of your squozen cheeks. And I get into the bathroom. There's like 4 or 5 people in here. And obviously, the bathroom was more popping than watching Mr. Deeds. So I'm waiting for someone to get out of the damn bathroom. I'm squeezing them out, and the door opens up. I look on the toilet, and someone just decimated the seat already. So I have to get out the MacGyver toolkit and make a barrier for me to shat on. And as I fucking go down, everything just comes out midway through the air. Shoots down all over the wall, all over this layer of toilet shit that's already over somebody else's toilet shit. Alright? So it's like an amalgamation of stank. And I look down at myself and I start thinking about the people that are still in my car. Cause like I didn't go to the damn drive-in theater by myself. I have to make myself presentable to get back into this fucking car and finish this shit fucking movie. Because like there's shit everywhere. It's a massacre. And I ended up taking my underwears off with the short stains, throwing them in the fucking garbage can at the drive-in theater, and doing like the most hideous wash job you'll ever see. It was like I was doing surgery, man. I might as well giving somebody a heart transplant. Because I got back in the car and nobody said anything.
Mission accomplished.
So I'm assuming I cleaned up pretty well, or the people that I with are beta as fuck and sat there in a shit-stained car for 45 minutes or however longer the movie was before we went back and drove to the house.
Well, anyone else have? I don't think you guys will be able to match that, but anyone else have any experiences?
The worst shit I ever had was at a Winco in Salem, Oregon, and we were grocery shopping.
Salem's gross. That whole place is a
fuck
toilet.
Yeah. No, just a fucking tweaker infested fucking
Winco.
You probably did them a favor by shitting in their bathroom.
Winco is awesome. It is.
Winco is employee owned. Well, we're talking everything they sell goes towards the greater good, okay? Like, it's not going up to evil corporations that are gonna fucking job source all this Tupperware they're selling you for 48 cents to China and ship it over in crates. We're talking, this is a community builder. It's not their fault that meth heads realize that you can get a fucking head of lettuce cheaper than Walmart there. But still, it's a good place.
Winco ain't bad. Salem, Oregon is just disgusting. That's bad.
So here's the thing: is like this is when I was fatter than I am, and I'd been drinking very heavily. I probably drank a fifth of whiskey the night before, and I'm sweating, and I'm walking around with my wife, and we're at Winco, and I excuse myself to the bathroom and very uncomfortably walk across the entire length of the fucking store to the corner where the bathrooms are, and I get into the stall, and I'm lucky enough to get my drawers down, unlike Billy, and then it starts blowing out, and mid shit, I think I finished shitting, but you have to sit there when you're a fat guy for a little while to let everything go out and just for everything to close up well, and then and a little Mexican boy is with his parents there in the bathroom, and he's running around, and then he comes to my stall, and I always shit in the the big stall, the fucking the handicap stall. You know what I mean? I gotta shit in there. Because the smaller stalls in stores, you know what I mean? If you go in there and you shit and stuff and like the door opens inward, you're stuck.
Yeah, you're elbow to elbow with the fucking stall and the door opens and you have to get the jaws of life to pull you out.
Yeah. So I'm in the handicap stall, I'm shitting, and I hear Mexican kids running around out there, and then one of them gets down on their hands and knees and comes into the stall, and then he pokes his head up underneath the stall door and looks at me, and then he keeps crawling into the stall and stands up right in front of me, and then he puts his finger, his pointer finger.
Now.
He puts his finger in his mouth and he stands there staring at me with a blank stare. And so the only thing I can do is shah! I put my hands up. I threw my hands up ah! To scare him out, and it worked. And he was
of course it worked.
Then he turned around and fucking crawled back out of the stall. But I was thinking, God damn it, you know what I mean? I just came in here to take a fucking shit. I weigh 400 pounds. I'm coming here to shit as an emergency. And then this fucking little boy crawls into their fucking stall and watches me, and I had to scare him away.
You're lucky he probably didn't speak English, because you could have had charges pressed against you for that. That's no court of law is gonna be like, oh yeah, a little boy just crawled into the stall with you. Then it's like, you sick fuck, you're getting blumpkins. It's not cool.
Getting blumpkins and Winco.
You're getting blumpkins and Winco. It's wrong. I'm not saying you were. I'm saying that's what the court's gonna think. Oh god, that sucks.
Poor little Mexican child.
Well, it's his fault.
It's his fault, but I was just lucky, like you said. He was a Mexican kid, and his parents probably didn't even care. He probably went and told his Mexican parents what happened roughly in pre-adolescent Spanish, however that works. Yeah. And they're just meh. Shut up, it doesn't matter.
Come back to me when you can earn some money.
Well, I'm all for opening up the borders, but we need some boundaries.
Oh yeah, dude. Hey, Billy, that is a whole nother episode because
yes,
we've got views on that. That's a big thing with the show here. So anyway,
anyone else have any stories?
I don't think we can top those.
Chris has a story. Chris has a story he wants to tell you.
Chris has a story. It's not so much a toilet story, but Chris, tell us about your Fred Meyer your time.
So, a while back, I was moving into a new apartment, and I'm unpacking my boxes, and I come across my liquor box, which is a hefty box. So I figured, why not have a shot of Everclear? It'll make packing go a lot easier. So a couple shots in, and then I decided to kill the bottle. And for some reason, I get this idea. I'm like, you know what I need right now? I need to go to the Fred Meyer Jewelers and buy an expensive-ass chain. So I drive down to Fred Meyer Jewelers, spend $500 on this chain, and the lady knows I'm drunk, and she also knows I'm too fat to fit into this chain because I had the biggest one they had, and it wasn't going to fit. She's like, you want me to help you get this on? I was like, no, I got it. So I put it in my pocket. I'm going to go to the bathroom and put it on. But somehow between the jewelers and the bathroom, I lost it. And when I got into the stall, I sat down and threw up all over the place. Like, flooded the stall with puke. And then I realized the chain was gone and I started crying. So I call my girlfriend at the time. I tell her what happened. So I drive out to her house and she calls Fred Meyers, and luckily they found the chain. Somehow it was in the furniture section. So she drives me back to the store to go get it.
So no, you didn't just go from the jewelry spot, which is right up there by the front of the store, to the bathroom. You didn't even remember going all the way back in the store to the furniture section.
I'm thinking I probably got tired and laid down or something on a couch.
Did you buy like all the seasons of In Living Color that night?
Yeah, so I got the chain back and I returned it, luckily, and then I decided to spend that money on the first 4 seasons of In Living Color on DVD, which I still have.
Nice.
Oh boy,
good shit story, bro.
Not so much a shit story, but we'll take it.
We'll take it.
That's all I got.
All right, moving on to the Celebrity Fat Match of the Week. We got number 10 ranked Ron Jeremy going up against number 7 ranked Melissa McCarthy. So I'm going to let Ben, you first. Tell us who's going to win and why.
Well, there's no doubt that the man can fucking drop the hammer on this fucking Melissa McCarthy bitch and fucking put her out of commission.
So aggressive.
I mean, there is no chance that she has any fucking power or fucking dominion over Ron Jeremy. He's my man.
That he is.
All right. Sean?
When it comes to an actual, like, physical altercation between Ron Jeremy and Melissa McCarthy, she's the fat girl that was in that one movie with, who? Exactly. Ron Jeremy beats her ass. The first round, TKO, strikes on the floor, flings her around by her hair, drops his big ass cock onto her, knocks her out, violates her. It's over. Ron Jeremy wins.
Call the cops. He wins.
Chris?
So, I actually have some inside information that you guys might not know about. Chubbs told me that the lady boy Scott fucked was actually Melissa McCarthy. Oh. So, what's going to happen is Ron Jeremy's going to pull his dick out thinking he's going to get lucky, and Melissa skull fucks him to death before he even knows what's going on. So I'm going with Melissa.
All right, Billy. Who do you think will win?
I've met Ron Jeremy. I've worked with him in Hollywood a couple times. The one big thing about Ron that a lot of people don't know is he's actually trained in martial arts, and he's fully capable of defending himself against a woman like Melissa McCarthy 100%. The problem is, I think Melissa McCarthy is fucking wonderful. All right, I think her movies are delightful. The flick she did with Sandra Bullock, the buddy cop film, I really enjoyed it, and I would have her back, and I would beat the fucking shit out of Ron Jeremy. Okay, so throw that one in the works. I'll fight for her. I'll fight for Melissa McCarthy, and I know Ron, and I'll fuck him up.
And that's never come up before, but that's not against the rules because it's a prison fight. Anyone can jump in.
Sorry.
Ooh, this is gonna be a tough decision for me.
That's 2-on-1 now. Now she can fucking sit on him while I just fucking dangle my tiny little dick in his face. I'm like, what you got? You got a big one? You got a big one? Well, check this out. This tiny one's just gonna fucking wet your palate.
Well, so what's the score? Is it 2-2 or it's 2-1 right now?
It's 3-1. 3-1. You picked Ron.
Oh, I picked.
Oh shit! Now I have to decide.
I'm
going with what?
Scott's tiebreaker, and he decides because it's his segment. So go ahead, Scott.
I'm going with Melissa McCarthy on this, just because of Bill. All because of Billy's reasons, and that means she's gonna fight Chris Farley week, or not next week, but in the next round. So
that's a fun.
Okay.
That takes care of that.
That takes care of that. So.
You guys disappoint me week after week.
Sorry and shit.
Sorry. Okay. So we got. Which number was this? Round number.
Round 6. We got 2 more in the preliminary rounds, and then we go to the semifinals. Our last 2 matches in this first round is John Candy. He's going to be fighting Drew Carey. And then we have Fat Oprah versus Archie Bunker.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Okay, so next week we have who?
John Candy fighting Drew Carey.
John Candy's going to beat his ass.
Yeah, Drew Carey's not even fat anymore.
Well, this is the hypothetical matchup. Like, the theme to this is the fattest versions of them.
Oh, yeah, no. I totally know that. I'm just saying, like, he fucking lost his weight, so he's not even fucking a real man.
He's ashamed of his fatness.
Yeah.
He's a quitter.
John Candy died fat. He don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I like coffee and soccer, and I'm going to buy a team in Seattle that people like better than the Seahawks sometimes.
I agree.
Going the Price is Right.
John Candy's my fucking man. So
I predict it's going to be, based on the bracket sides, it's going to be Fat Oprah and Artie Lang in the finals.
So Billy the Fridge. Billy the Fridge predicts Fat Oprah and who'd you say? Artie Lang?
Fat Oprah and Artie Lang.
Fat Oprah, Artie Lang in the finals.
And the best matchup is probably going to be Artie Lang versus John Goodman. I'm assuming John Goodman upsets Roseanne Barr. But anything could happen.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with a very corrupted voting staff.
I mean, if Fat Elvis to be taken out by Tits McGee, who she go up against? Artie Lang?
Yeah.
It's over.
I know. It's completely ridiculous. Dude, you don't have to tell me, Billy. I know. We had this round with these guys. Like, they don't want to hear it. They're trying to fucking impress somebody at A&E, and it's not going to work.
You're trying to get the Golden Globe vote, you fucking pussy.
Yeah. Okay, so that wraps up episode 10's Fat Match. Apparently, Melissa McCarthy beats Ron Jeremy. I can see it. Hang tight. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Billy Mays here with another fantastic product. Do you have hard water buildup, soap, scum, shit in your toilet, calcium, lime, rust? It doesn't matter, baby. Kaboom! You got this nasty-ass window? Wipe that shit up. Looks all smoggy at first, but no, you wipe that shit away. Kaboom, baby. Look at this old piece of shit. Don't work as good as it used to. No, it doesn't. Wipe that shit up. Put it in here. Look at that. Breaking down all the calcium, minerals, dirt, and debris. That's right. Look at that before and after. Brand spanking new. That's right. Put this shit on your tiles. Look at this. I'm going to show you. Spray that shit on there. Look at all that grut. Wipe that shit up. Bam. Brand spanking new. Look at those blood stains. Bam. It's gone. Oh, no. Someone decided to take a shit in the bathtub. Not again. Oh, no. We're just going to spray some kaboom. Look at that. It's fucking gone. It's a great product, isn't it? Someone decided to have sex in a vase. No problem. Clean that shit up. Someone had some fun outside. Don't worry. Rinse it off. Someone put their dick on this thing. Don't worry. You can wipe that shit right up. Don't use old soap that doesn't work. 3 easy wipes. Brand new with Kaboom. That's right. Oh no, someone ate spaghetti in the shower again. Don't worry. Use Kaboom and clean that shit right up. Look at that. Brand new.
Get 4 bottles of Billy Mays fucking Kaboom for 10 easy payments at $9.95. Do not really click this motherfucker because this shit doesn't really work. Instead, just call 1-800-555-8 a day. No credit cards.
The bitch, he's completely right.
He's motherfucking peanut butter and jealous.
He's not jealous.
He's putting KY jealous all over his dick.
What is there to be jealous of?
Fuckers hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because we ain't us? The fuck does an anus have to do with
They
this?
hate us because they ain't us.
That's not what it is.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. They hate us because we is us, and what we is doing is fucking terrible.
Okay, welcome back to episode 10 of the Fat Cast with Billy the Fridge. We just finished up the Fat Match. Ron Jeremy versus Melissa McCarthy. The votes were unanimous. not unanimous. It was a split decision, and Melissa McCarthy was able to defeat Ron Jeremy and move on to face. Who's Melissa McCarthy going to face, Scott?
Chris Farley. She's going to get her fucking ass tore up.
Oh, shit. So right now, what we're going to do is, before the end of the episode, we're moving on to the open forum section, and that is where everybody is free to talk about whatever they want to talk about. So let's start off with whoever wants to start talking.
I got a question for Billy.
Yeah.
I stumbled across a video of you having a seizure in Starbucks. What was that all about?
I have this billionaire down in Beverly Hills that pays me money to do stupid shit. And at the time, I'd known him for about a week, and he was like, "Billy the Fridge, I'll give you $150 if you fake a seizure on the floor of Starbucks." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
So my next question is, can you give that guy my phone number?
You can find him on the internet. His name's Alki David. He's got a lot of money.
Good guy to know.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Did you guys hear about that girl Charles Manson was gonna marry?
I was just gonna fucking say that.
Fuck you.
Oh shit.
You want to take it then, Sean?
No. Go ahead, Scott. This is right up your alley.
Oh.
Well, no, I lost my. Oh, that they denied their marriage because the only reason she was marrying him was to collect his corpse and put it on display.
Worth it.
Once he died.
Fuck yeah! Like, I can't even get mad at that girl. That's an awesome plan. Like, Charles Manson, dude. Like, if she was able to marry him and then get, control of her corpse and, like, have that time where she gets to go see him when he's dead, before his funeral or whatever. Like, I mean, she could, like, lift up his apron that he's in and, like, see his penis. Like, has anybody seen Charles Manson's penis? No.
Then you want to.
You have like a weird want to see, like, celebrity penises.
Hey, let me tell you something. It's Charles Manson. The only thing I can think of is his lifeless body on a gurney. Like, what would you do with it? You have to fucking raise the apron up and look at his naked dead body. It's Charles Manson.
See, that's the thing. This is like that little kid crawling underneath your stall in the bathroom when you're taking a shit. There's boundaries and limits. Some people wouldn't have to raise that fucking skirt and see that dead dick. Other people might have to put the motherfucker in their mouth. It's case by case basis.
That's a good point, because that little Mexican kid saw a 400-pound man go into a stall. He's like, "What are you gonna do? You have one opportunity. I'm gonna see that fat guy's dick." So he crawled under the stall and saw it.
I would have sent him the picture of it I have on my phone.
I would like to imagine that little kid when he was crawling under the stall into my visual, like that Eminem song. It was playing in his mind. You gotta, what's that song called? Mom Spaghetti. That song. It's like supposed to fucking amp you.
Chance to blow. This opportunity only comes once in a lifetime, yo.
Yeah, there you go. I was imagining that was like playing in his mind when he was coming under there, because he was taking a fucking big risk. Mid shit, I could have fucking jumped up off that fucking toilet and fucking kicked him right in the head and fucking ended his life. And poop would have been on the floor, and I would have went to jail. And
yeah, you would have definitely went to jail for killing a kid in the bathroom stall. And even without raping him, you would have been charged with something sexual. It's not fair.
Yeah, probably, huh?
It's not fair.
No, man. So, open forum style here.
Hey, you guys know, in the world of crazy medical science, have you guys heard of a fecal transplant?
Hold up.
I have not.
What?
This is a true thing.
A fecal transplant?
There was a case study recently posted online here about a lady who had to undergo a fecal transplant because she had some sort of infection within her intestines, which was uncurable by normal antibiotics, where she had to have a transplant of fecal matter from another donor into her gut to
probiotics.
Pretty much.
This happens like in a lot of cultures, like Islamists will go around and eat camel dung just to get the probiotics in their system, because when you lack a certain culture in your gut. You need to put it there by putting poop in your body.
Pretty much. So
we get it from yogurt, just so you guys know.
Pretty much.
I guess
Rotting milk.
But I'm going to eat this piece of camel shit because it's cheaper.
It's a little easier to take down. Well, this is a case of a fecal transplant turning a woman obese. So there's a case of a woman who had to undergo such a procedure, and after a while, in her recovery phase, under supervised medical dietitian, she mysteriously became overweight and fat as a result of it. Can you imagine?
Probably just because she got a shit transplant, she's depressed and ate herself into obesity.
Hold on. Are you saying that I could just get a skinny person's poop put in me and I'll lose all this weight?
I think that's what he's saying, Billy.
Holy shit.
Well, that's the thing here. This is what's strange about it, is the woman who is of normal average kind of body to weight ratio, and she had the procedure done, and she uncontrollably became obese, which doctors are puzzled by. So you might have the reverse effect of what you might think there, Billy.
I get fatter?
You could get fatter.
That fucking sucks. Never mind. I don't want the skinny poop in me.
It's still very, very untested territory when it comes to procedures like that, but this is just one case of it going wrong and not really doing well. So can you imagine fecal transplants between two extremely large and fat people? What would happen as a result?
Like, I poop
vagina yogurt.
Are you saying
what
like
would happen?
The fat person
the fat
poops out
cast
of their ass into the other person's ass? Or like, how does this work? They just put butt to butt and start, like, do they poop back and forth?
That's right. That's
like
exactly
Gen
how
X
they do
version of the human centipede.
Like playing pass with your poo-poos.
Catch.
Hot potato.
That's your strange news in medical science.
Oh, man. So I saw there's such a thing as vagina yogurt. Woman uses bacteria from her own body to concoct a bizarre dessert, and then she eats it.
Yeast.
Yeah, yeast. Get the yeast
Eating yogurt actually cures yeast infections.
Yeah.
So
you just rub that shit all over.
If you're a gross fucking person, you can just eat your own pussy runoff. Great. Yeah, gross people rule. Fuck this, dude. This is not appropriate. This broad needs to be fucking shown to the nearest McDonald's and order a fucking chicken nugget. Eat a fucking chicken nugget. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody else other than the broad eating her own fucking pussy creams. Eat a fucking nugget. Dip it in a fucking sweet and sour, not your vajayjay filth. That's icky. She's being gross. Needs to stop.
So if you're listening, stop it.
Stop it, yeah.
So I wanna flip the script a little bit for a minute here. Billy, will you ever return to pro wrestling?
I don't know. Maybe.
How'd you ever get involved in it in the first place?
It was a childhood dream. I wanted to be a pro wrestler, and then I went and trained up in Canada. And
oh, really?
As I was...
That's where the best train.
Yeah, motherfucking Bret Hart, but not really.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. I was actually just training in Vancouver, and I told myself that I would be a WWE superstar one day, and then I got into music and stuff and realized that I could stay in Seattle to do that and not have to go all the way to Canada all the time. So I focused on music a little more, and the rest is history.
Now you're on our show.
Exactly.
You made the big time.
Choices will get you ahead in the world.
So I got two more questions for you real quick, Billy. Okay. You're sitting on death row. You're going to die. Obviously, you know what's coming next. What is your last meal?
The heart of the warden.
Good choice.
Yeah, that's a very, very good choice.
Enough said.
Okay.
Oh, really?
You use like an actual meal?
Yeah.
Fake meal.
Like, I literally would just go to a buffet and never stop eating.
So
leave me here. I'll commit my
got
own
another plate.
sentence.
Got another plate. And then at some point, I just kill myself from overconsumption, Or they finally kill me because I get tired of eating, and at that point, why the fuck should I live?
Death by Old Country Buffet.
Exactly.
I like it. Nice. So, anybody else?
Rubbing one out right now?
Yeah, you jacking off right now,
like
Sean?
it.
I'm rubbing my beard.
I have this problem when people listen to me talk, they get super aroused and just rub shit. Their beard, their dick.
No. You want to know why I'm rubbing my beard right now, Billy?
Because I make you hot.
Yeah, a little bit, but I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
Can you go with this idea?
Whoop.
You're a talented guy. And you also are a champion freestyle rapper. Is there any way that I could con you into doing a freestyle rap about the show? You want me to hit a beat for you?
Hit a beat.
I can hit a beat. Can you rap to it?
Yeah.
All right.
Professional.
About the Fat Cast, about being fat, the show. Could you do that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to hit this beat, and I'm going to keep looping it until you get into your groove, until you finish whatever you're going to do, okay?
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Let them know. Yeah. Fat Cast is another transmission. Everybody in the audience listen. They probably listen for some compliments, but when we talk about the fact we don't use common sense, we're gonna answer your questions with worse fucking answers. And we probably got cancer from drinking all this Colt 45 while we pissing, while you listen to the Fat Cast transmission. And I come back through with the motherfucking do. What the fuck you gonna do? Ron Jeremy losing to Melissa McCarthy. That fight, motherfucker, we gonna party. And we can hardly stop the flow. Cause the beat fucking roll with my popsicle. Call when I'm getting on that yum yum Fat Cast, baby. You gon' put it in your tum tum food.
Ow.
Yeah. Good.
Nice. Slow clap for Billy. Nice.
I don't know who the fuck that beatbox guy was.
Super LB. I thought it was Timberland or something.
I really thought Sean was going to have a heart attack before you finished that.
Oh, come on now. Give me some more credit than that. Okay. Nice, Billy. Thank you.
Didn't have the heart attack.
Nope, didn't. Was that an alright beat? I couldn't really hear the rap over me beating or me doing the beatbox.
Yeah, no, you were totally the star of that transaction.
I'm sure it's really cool. So, hold on. I wanted to ask you something, Billy. Do you have a record deal?
No. I have a plea deal. I'm gonna be having to fucking do community service, and the FBI doesn't bust me for all this fucking Lizard Squad shit.
There you go. Oh, so did I get into something earlier in the show? Are they really coming after you?
Dude, they can't stop me. They can't stop me.
So let me ask you a question right now. If you were because you've got fucking actual CDs out, you've got fucking quality music videos out. Like some record companies would be foolish not to try to fucking sign you and run with you. Like if you could get signed with an independent record company or label, you know.
Yeah.
Who would it be? Who would you like to get signed with?
Oh, fuck me. I don't know. Weird Al.
What you know who I could actually see you getting signed with, or just maybe it's me being drunk right now? Psychopathic Records.
I'd take a fucking Psychopathic paycheck, baby.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, you could fucking totally fucking kick with the ICP.
Yeah, no, they're cool fucking kids. They my fucking buddy almost got signed to them, and I was like, he fucking went and like he decided not to be a rapper or something. I was like, dude, take that fucking paycheck. I think the problem is everybody sees my badass rapping and high quality videos, and they think I must already be signed.
Yeah, probably. It looks that way.
Good.
So with your videos and shit, and like your recording, you have to pay for all of that. Like, is that all out of pocket?
Video time, is out of pocket. And the videos, some of them cost more to make than others. Like just a bill, I think, cost about $10 to make. If you count the ice cream cone and the beer that I drank.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys saw the Seattle Love Story video I did. That was like $1,500 because we got a full crew out to film that. And
okay.
That cost a couple bucks. But yeah, it's all out of pocket, do it yourself type stuff. And one day I'll get a budget and I'll make hopefully make fucking $10,000 look like $1 million because I can see what I do with $10. See what I do.
There you go. Yeah, very resourceful individual.
And I'm fat.
And you're marketable, and you've got good music. So
I appreciate that, but
I think you got all the.
That's your fucking opinion, okay? Not a fact.
So we'll leave it at that. All right. So
real quick, Billy. When's the next time you're gonna be in Portland for a comedy show or any type of show?
I need to set something up. I have no idea when, but I might make it happen ASAP. I want to go on tour. I'm just gonna set up a tour.
Do it.
Well, hey Billy, if you need to get somewhere in Portland, let me know. I dabble and dip into promotions. So
hell yeah. We'll talk. We'll make this happen. Portland, it's coming soon.
We love it. Even if it's a smaller bar or something down here where we live, we can still bring in a couple hundred people. Shit, you'll still get fucking paycheck. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. No, we'll make it work. Well, this sounds like a plan.
You know who we got on this show next week?
Who?
The world's strongest man at bending steel. Stainless Steel.
His name is Stainless Steel?
You never heard of him before?
He's
got a documentary on Netflix called Strongman.
Huh.
Yeah, it won some not Sundance, but a lot of film festival awards and stuff, and I've been talking to him, and so he's going to come on next week, and we're going to talk to him about it, bringing him to Oregon as well. You know what would be awesome? Is being able to organize an event where he comes and you're rapping and he's able to fucking bend steel.
And then I eat the steel?
Yeah. Just straight up swallow it.
That's right. Sean will fap and dribble all over it.
So does he just bend steel for 30 minutes?
Dude, he's the strongest in the world at bending steel.
He's like a circus. He's like the quintessential circus strongman.
I'm looking at a picture of him. He's on a weight. He's holding his own body up by the weight. He's literally one arm down to the ground, and the rest of his body is held up in the air.
Oh, are you looking him up right now?
Hell yeah! I gotta learn.
Yeah, he's gonna be on here, dude. And also, he's got a rock band. How fucking cool would it be for you to collaborate with him and rap on a rock track with him?
For real, make fucking millions.
Are you kidding me, dude? Fucking Billy the Fridge, fucking
Stainless Steel,
Fucking
new hit song, Get Bent.
Oh shit, my fucking legs just curled. I think we're onto something. Yeah. So
fucking millions.
Fucking for real. Okay, so I think it's gonna wrap up our open forum. I think it's time for our outro. I want to really, really from the bottom of my heart thank Billy the Fridge for coming on to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. Really appreciate talking with y'all guys tonight.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, tonight was our fucking greatest show ever, and we're gonna fucking promote this. I think this is gonna be good. People don't know better than to love our show, because this is the greatest podcast in the Pacific Northwest, the heaviest internet radio show in the United States of America. You don't like us? Deal with it. Learn to love us. You'll subscribe. So, you guys got any outros?
I just want to thank Billy. Great show.
Yeah. I want to thank Kyle Yount from the Kaiju Cast for coming on. was an amazing segment.
Ben, do you have anything to say to Kyle real quick?
Ben, say you're sorry to Kyle.
I've got nothing to say to Kyle. I've got nothing against him. I want to thank him for coming on. I do appreciate his level of geekiness that he can bring to this here.
Swell guy. Real gentleman.
Very swell. I have nothing
Very
but
sexy
respect.
radio voice.
Thank you to Billy, our guest host, probably our best guest co-host ever, our first one. It's been a great
breaking all the fucking records, man.
That's right.
Yeah, seriously, Billy. Hey, can I ask you
episode.
Before we cut the show off? Can I ask you right here, live on the air, Billy? Would you be able to come back at some point onto the Fatcast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Could you clear that schedule?
Oh yeah. We'll make it happen. We'll make this like an occurrence.
I like that. Yeah. No, I like that. Seriously, this like no better home for you, because up until you came here, it's 1,140 pounds between the four of us, and now what's it gonna be?
10,000? I don't know. I'm not good at math.
Like fucking almost 2,000 pounds.
Like 60 pounds
of raw goodness, and we thank you for coming on the show, brother. Seriously, it's all our pleasure, and I hope you had fun.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna wrap up episode number 10 of the Freakishly Amazing Transmission, the Fatcast. Heaviest show on the internet. You guys will go check out Billy the Fridge. You can look at Billy the Fridge on Facebook, and you can just do a simple Google search and type in Billy the Fridge, and you will find all the shit that you need to find about this guy. The FBI's after him.
Oops.
You're gonna find him. So we'll wrap up the show now, and thank you guys. Stay tuned for episode 11 next Friday, and stay classy, everybody. Thanks, Billy.
Woo.
Yep.
Part of the Fatcast theme music was provided by podcastthemes.com. View their webpage at podcastthemes.com now. As Ben said earlier, get the fuck out.